What is up, guys? Eric Hill here, one half of the Hill Twins. Today I'm back at it again for another video. As you guys can see, we have Bardock game 2 versus Freiza, and I think I'm going second, yes, because Eon just charged, and doesn't really get to do anything on turn 1. He passes, and then I go. My turn 1 is pretty simple. I'm dropping a cantrip, and I'm gonna draw a card. I have the energy marker, and that's extremely huge in this game, for black at least. You know, you get to just do things so much more earlier. As you guys can see, typically in decks, you pop the energy marker when you go second, whenever you utilize it, but this deck is able to constantly regain it, which is one of its abilities, which is really good. So Eon's turn 2 is pretty simple. He drops this 2-drop Bobbity, and this is really good because a lot of 3-drops in this deck gets to attack. So it's like a preemptive like thing where he'll drop the Bobbity and he'll get to you know, basically draw cards should I attack with 3-drops, and that's really good because the deck is really comprised of 3-drops. So my turn 2, I drop the pan and I choose not to attack. He rested on his turn and he actually swings at it, but I defend it because I know that I want to be able to get under these Bobbities. And you see he's like developed 2 of these Bobbities now, so that's really good. Anytime I attack with a 3-drop, it will proc and he will draw a card per copy, and so he would be drawing 2 cards per turn, so that's really good. But as you guys can see, I have my 3rd energy and my marker, and with that I go ahead and establish my Son Goku. And this card is just amazing because it's the SCR for the deck. When it attacks, it gives you an energy marker, which is amazing. So I was able to utilize him, and I'm unawakened, but it's okay. It's exactly where I want to go, and the position that I want to be in. Now Eon's not in a bad position because he has 5 life. He's still unawakened, which is basically giving him turns, and he's already established the margin, I mean the Bobbities, which is great, and now he could establish a Majin Buu, which would make sense. I think he establishes the Buu, yes. The Buu would make sense here. It's just a battle card that is just going to give you value. It's barrier, so it can't be targeted, KO'd in any case. And I think this is where he's probably going to try and awaken. I don't necessarily agree with awakening because he has to just absorb these attacks. And so as you guys can see, he opts out of it. Normal people would awaken. The strategy is you go to 4, you get beat down by these cards. It's just not worth it. And as you guys can see here, I'm gonna go ahead and drop this Bardock and take a life. I get rid of the energy marker. That's the correct play. And now I'm gonna go ahead and swing and get this marker back. And as you guys can see, the deck is just like it gains advantage just off of being able to you know, have that extra energy per turn. And now I'm going to choose to self-awaken with another pan. And this is really good because as you guys can see, he has these Bobbities on board. So I'm going to just go right under these Bobbities, swing in with the 2-drops. And that's going to allow me to be aggressive and not allow him to draw cards. And that is big because had I played the 3-drops, then he would have a good hand thereafter. So he's going to go ahead and defend this here. And it makes sense because he has to deal with these 20k and 30k attacks. And my leader's also a 25k. So he's just like defend what he can. And as you guys can see, I'm swinging with the pan. I'm going to tap the energy to draw the card. And this is going to keep my hand lively. And then I'll get to use the energy marker to draw with the other pan. So at this point, I have like extreme value. He decides to defend this attack, which makes sense because he needs to be able to absorb as much of these attacks as possible before dealing. Defend him as much of these attacks as possible before absorbing these other blows. As you guys can see, 30k, I get my energy marker back, and that's huge. And he goes ahead and he takes it, which puts him in 3. Now I'm in a position where I can say, you know what? I don't need to lock anything. I can use the pan, swing, draw a card, and then at the end of the turn, I'll pick up another card. And I was able to, you know, be as aggressive as possible. And so the advantage here is just astronomical. He was trying to slow down the pace, which makes a lot of sense because in this matchup, Freiza really doesn't benefit from going wide when you have the ability to swing into them, and you have the ability to just KO them so loosely. Essentially your board is your hand with Freiza, because you can flood the board, and if you don't get to restand them, then you really do lose the value. And so the game plan is pretty much changed. As you guys can see, black is really aggressive. It has a lot of different tools that you can use to go underneath certain things. And the bane of the deck is losing the 4-drop. So this is a pretty good situation for him, because he's able to lock these cards, and that just means that I can't attack with the 4-drop now. So I won't have a marker, and he swung into my pan. I was able to defend it, and that's the card right there that I was telling you guys about. This big bang is just really good against Freiza. The 2 and 3 drops just get killed, and so when you invest in that, it doesn't feel good. But I'm gonna go ahead and drop this 5-drop Bardock, because I just decide to say, you know what, he's at 3 life. I can go ahead and I want to kill this this Goku. I don't even want him to untap. I just want to kill him, because I know the Goku is going to give him time so that he can catch the extra card and kill my battle cards. So I just kind of want to kill this Goku, get him out of the way. And one of the things about this deck is that there's so much 10Ks in this deck. You're normally swinging for like massive numbers on each different attack, which is really big. So I go ahead and combo the Dot Lucky and the Bardock. He got his value, which was good, because he was able to attack the turn before, and now he's a 10K combo power, and he gets to proc my Bardock. So if you guys don't know, the 5-drop Bardock, when you combo 2 cards, you can choose one of your opponent's battle cards and you KO it, which I did. And he's going to use this opportunity now during battle to rest his Boma. I believe he's going to go ahead and rest the Pan. The reason why you wouldn't draw the card is because then Pan gets to swing into the Boma and you lose the value. So here, at least, because I am fully tapped out with no energy marker, his Boma 1-drop is safe and will ultimately draw him a card next turn. Looking at Eon's hand, he doesn't have any super combos, which kind of feels bad. These Bobbities being on board, they're so good, but I really wanted to play around them. So I just decided to kind of flood, and he's losing 5 cards from his hand, and that's big. That's absolutely big. Yeah. So this game is kind of just looking weird. Obviously, he just didn't have the tools. Like, he started off strong. He had the Bobbities. But I was able to kind of like, go under them with the 2 drops. He had the Boo, which is good, but he didn't have the super combos to get out of this Bardock attack effectively. And yeah, he's gonna go ahead and lock these cards now, which is great, because he'll lock these 2. And now he's gonna go ahead and pressure the Pans again. I have so much cards in hand that it just doesn't matter. I don't care not to defend them. So that is just my goal. I just know that they're going to draw more cards. So they're currency at this point that I don't want to lose. And pressure. And I'm going to go ahead and charge this 4-drop. I think I have another one in hand. I'm going to go ahead and kill this Boma so that he doesn't rest the other ones. And I'm going to establish another 4-drop. And this is just big. Getting this energy marker, swinging 30K. And then I'll also be able to draw 2 cards off of the Pan, and then draw 2 more cards at the end of the turn for the Goku, which is pretty nuts. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick up this Gero. I'm picking up this combo power, because I am basically trying to win at this point. So as you guys can see, I'm gonna go ahead and kill his combo power off. And that's pretty much gotta be game. Gonna draw this card, and at this point he just takes the life. So that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Like always, guys, stay super.